Here we have the all-new 2024 Hyundai Kona. Now this Kona comes in the SE trim level with front-wheel drive, in Atlas white, and then we have black cloth interior. And for the powertrain, we get the standard setup of a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, mated to Hyundai's intelligent variable transmission. But let's just hop into all the new stuff that come on this Kona. First and foremost, best thing in my opinion is going to be the exterior styling. And you saw that we have these vents here that actually move, so that's pretty cool. We have the LED daytime running light bar there, LED headlamps here, and the lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. And I apologize for the sound over here. But yeah, that just kind of vents out the engine bay there. But I'm close to the interstate, so it's the only place I can find to park. We have these 17-inch alloy wheels here. I just did a limited trim level because I wanted to do these back to back just to see how things differ. I like the 19 alloys on the limited much better, but this one's 10 grand cheaper. Passive keyless entry on the front. One-touch automatic up and down window for the driver's side, just regular power windows for the other 3 doors. Power door lock controls are here. Power mirror controls are here. You can pick a side or offset in the middle and adjust with that dial. And then we can lock our rear windows there. Bottle holder. And then over here, we can toggle the auto stop system, the hill or downhill brake control, and then also the traction control. And we also have an electronic parking brake, which you can pull to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. And there's our latch for the hood. And then we do have a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. We can adjust that just by adjusting the wheel, but that's the release there. And then to our driver's seat, well, this is a manual seat, but we can pump the seat up or down, adjust the seat back here, and then the seat bottom by pulling up this bar. Now I want to give a huge shout out to Hyundai of Cool Springs in Franklin, Tennessee for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below to it in the description, but here is our window sticker. You all can pause anywhere you need to get a closer look, but the sticker price is only $26,150. And there are the fuel economy numbers there. And there's the parts content if you're curious. But let's go ahead and check out the rear seat room. But before I do that, I want to show you all how we open the gas cap, because this one is locked from the inside. So you can't just push it and get to it. For people who get worried about somebody siphoning their gas or putting some in their gas tank, this one's actually locked. But now I can adjust, or I can hop in here and check out the rear seat room. Now the seat's a little far up, but I'm 6'3". Again, I was showing how the seat adjusted, so it would probably be to my knees right now, but I'd probably be able to sit like this and my knees would barely be touching the back of the seat when it's leaned back to my driving position. That's how it was in the Limited, at least. And these seats are just as thin, just how they're made. It's pretty smart to maximize the space you can get in the rear seat. But we have 2 USB-C charge ports here. No rear AC vents in the Limited I just reviewed. That one did have those. If that's a deal breaker for you, go up a trim level or 2. And then a little storage pocket in there. Now I do like that we get the center seat that folds down. Bottle holders are right there. Another thing is we don't have seat back pockets on either side here, but in the Limited Kona we get one behind this seat, but only one. And then we have an LED reading light there. This one just has a regular light. Grab handle, we can hang one plastic hanger or a couple metal hanger hooks there. And then if you want to adjust your child locks and lock those up, you can put a key in there, turn it to one side. And then this takes regular, no problem. Now as we get to the back end here, again, we do get the LED tail lamps. For whatever reason, I feel like the Limited that I checked out looked more aesthetically pleasing. Let me make sure this is closed all the way. Yeah, for whatever reason, I feel like that one looked more symmetrical, but no big deal. So back in there. And there's the exhaust. And there's the cargo space. So I've said this before about the Kona. It's not the most spacious back here, but pretty good space considering the size of the vehicle. We have a side pocket here if you want to have something in the back you don't want rolling around. My gosh, it got loud on the interstate. And then we have a spare tire right there. Now we're gonna check out this rear passenger side. I want to get this seat up far though so I can show it folding flat. So all we have to do is just pull here and that'll fold flat. You can run longer objects through to the front, and then pretty easy to just lock it back into place by pulling up on it. Front passenger seat, manual. We can just adjust the seat back and the seat bottom. We can't pump the seat up or down. Then we have a glove compartment here with owner's manuals. And I like that we still have the little pocket up here. So if we want to put our phone or something, we have that extra storage to do so. So as we come around to the front end here, we're just going to take a look at the engine bay. And we do get the hydraulic hood like we get on the Limited as well. So that's nice. And then this one just has that 2-liter naturally aspirated 4. Hopefully y'all could hear that over the freaking 18-wheeler's engine braking, but let's go ahead and hop in here. And we get the seat back just a little bit. There's the horn there. I'm glad that we still have a nice sounding horn, even on this SE model. And another cool thing is you do get the 12.3-inch screen along with the 12.3-inch cluster here. The only thing is this whole one is not digital, but I like how you get you can see, you get this little dial here that actually illuminates instead of having like a needle. That's pretty cool. Again, for a base model, they did a great job with that. Now, in terms of what you get with the radio, I'm gonna show you the audio sources here. You get AM, FM, XM, and then you have Bluetooth audio along with wired CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. And then your settings are in here. If you wanna toggle your vehicle settings, you can do that there. You can change the cluster settings here if for whatever reason you want to do that. And basically when you change your drive modes from normal to sport, that's what it'll do. So that's pretty neat. And then if you want to change your units, go to general, date and time can be changed, language, and then the units right here. You can actually pick and choose what you want to change. So if you want to have the temperatures in Celsius, but you want to have the distance in miles, you can do that. And then you have a few other ways you can configure that to your liking. Now there's the backup camera there. Guidelines follow as you turn the steering wheel. Love the picture here. I'm not sure if it's as clear as it was on the Limited, but fantastic picture regardless. I want to say it's the same camera because it looks very good. Now you don't get the front camera in this like you get in the higher trim Limited. But down here, since you don't have a navigation system here, I like that you can actually use the CarPlay or Android Auto, and then you can hit that and it'll pull up the maps for your phone. So that's very neat. And again, for a $26,000 car, I'm glad they put that kind of technology in there. Hazards are there, and then you have a search here, as well as your media and volume knobs here. Click there to turn the audio off, and then you have a tune knob here. But you can customize a favorite button for the radio. You also get one of those there, which we'll go back over in a minute. And you can decide, hey, I want to show phone projection when I hit that, or on the steering wheel, I want to go straight to my home page on the radio. Just a lot that you can do there. And then down here we have our single zone manual climate control, so you can adjust temperature here, AC toggle there, fan speed, rear defroster, and then air or fan direction there. And one of my favorite things about the new Konas is how they have this set up here. So you can decide what you want to do based on the charge port. So let's say I want to keep that off for whatever reason. I want to power this one, you can do that. Or if you want to just power that one, you can do that and have that set to CarPlay, and then this is just charging. And then your 12 volt, you just click a button to open and shut that. And then if your rear passengers have their seatbelt off, the indicators for that is right there. Now for the shifter, even though it's an IVT, we can quote unquote manually shift it based on the res. So you just pull down reverse neutral drive when you're holding on this back button here, and then you can come over here and kind of limit the transmission there, up and down. And then we do have those 2 drive modes again. Normal and sport can be adjusted right there. You do get an automatic brake hold, and then you can pull up that camera on the fly just by hitting that button there. You can toggle that on or off. Bottle holders here, I like how they set this up because you also have a little storage there. And then pull up here, you can get to the remaining storage. And you don't even need to have the lid up. You can just kind of reach back there if you want to. There's a view of the back seat from up here. There are the lights. You get blue link. Now to the left side of the steering wheel, blinkers are here. And then you can toggle the high beams on, turn them off that way, and then flash there. And then in auto mode, you can toggle the automatic high beams on or off there. Windshield wiper controls are on the right stalk, and you can just pull down for one time. Off is there, intermittent, low, high. And you can adjust your intermittent wipers here, and then your rear wiper there. And then push back for the rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. And your cruise controls right here. Turn that on or off, adjust your speed, and then the lane centering assistance there. You have an OK button, and then the scroll bar, which you can use to go through the digital part of the gauge cluster. You have all of that, and then you can use this to go through the sub menus there. And then right side, you can go through audio by hitting this mode button here. You can set up what you want to actually show up there. So if you don't want to go through sounds of nature, you only want to have Bluetooth and maybe FM radio, you can do that. And then when I hit mode, it'll only go through FM and Bluetooth audio when it's connected. And then voice recognition, you can go through your track list or radio station presets there. Volume can be adjusted up or down, mute there, and then that favorite button again, and then hit this phone button, and it'll take you to those phone settings there. There's the push button start. Here's the key fob with remote start.